The leaves arrived a little early, painting amber through the park. Every pathway held a silence, like a lantern in the dark. I watched the branches sway above me, while the daylight slipped away, and the wind began to whisper of the words we couldn't say. Some seasons pass unnoticed, others leave their colors behind. When the autumn stayed longer than it should have, every golden afternoon still carried your touch. And though the trees surrendered their crowns to winter sky, the memory of that season never said goodbye. The cafe by the station corner still glows against the rain, and every table by the window seems to call your name again. I hear familiar footsteps in the rhythm of the street, as if the city keeps repeating the moments we used to meet. Time may turn the pages, but some chapters choose to remain. When the autumn stayed longer than it should have, every golden afternoon still carried your touch. And though the trees surrendered their crowns to winter sky, the memory of that season never said goodbye. Maybe every falling leaf was a promise drifting slow, teaching hearts that letting go doesn't mean forgetting. So maybe love becomes a color hidden in the fading light, returning with the sunset every evening of my life. When the autumn stayed longer than the calendar, every breath of colder air brought your voice along. And though another year has come and many years may pass, that autumn lives forever, like sunlight through the glass. When the autumn stayed, the colors never left. There's a book beside the window, and the evening settles in. Every page becomes a shelter from the noise beneath my skin. The city fades beyond the glass, like a memory drifting far. And the questions I was chasing lose their shape beneath the stars. The book beside the window keeps me company tonight, turning heartache into stories, turning shadows into lights. The book beside the window knows the places I have been. Every chapter leaves a doorway to the peace I've never seen. There's a candle on the table, there's a silence soft and kind, and the world no longer rushes through the corners of my mind. If tomorrow brings another road, I will meet it when it comes. For tonight I'm safe inside these pages, where the restless heart grows numb. The book beside the window keeps me company tonight, turning heartache into stories, turning shadows into light. The book beside the window stays until the break of day, and every word becomes a lantern, showing me a quieter way. There's a light beyond the curtains, shining through the evening rain, like a quiet conversation, calling out my name again. Every street is painted golden underneath the fading sun, and the city keeps on moving, though my heart stays where you were. Time can carry seasons onward, but some feelings never leave. You're the last light in the window when the world turns dark and cold, a reminder in the distance of a love I used to hold. And no matter where I wander, no matter where I go, you're the last light in the window, guiding me back home. Photographs upon the table, gathered dust beside the frame. Still they hold 1,000 stories, and every one remains. I can hear the old piano playing softly down the hall, like the echoes of forever, refusing not to call. Though the years have built their bridges, some memories remain untouched. You're the last light in the window when the world turns dark and cold, a reminder in the distance of a love I used to hold. And no matter where I wander, no matter where I go, you're the last light in the window, guiding me back home. If tomorrow brings another sunrise and another road to find, I will carry all your kindness like a lantern in my mind. You're the last light in the window, still burning through the years, through the silence and the shadows, through the hopes and through the tears. And whenever night surrounds me, your glow continues on. You're the last light in the window, long after I am gone. The last light in the window. It's quiet after midnight, only shadows cross the floor, and a worn-out book beside me opens like an old front door. Every page holds gentle echoes of the people, places, years, and the words I never spoke aloud disappear between the tears. The last lamp awake is shining through the corners of my soul. Every story softly whispers that the broken can be whole. There are clouds beyond the pane, but inside this room of stories, only calmness still remains. If the dawn arrives too quickly and the night must slip away, I will carry all these quiet words into another day. The last lamp awake is shining through the corners of my soul. Every story softly whispers that the broken can be whole. When the final page is resting and the morning starts to rise, the last lamp awake will linger like a dream behind my eyes. Rain is tracing little rivers down the corners of the glass, and the evening folds around me like a photograph from the past. There's a novel on the table, half a story, half a dream. Every sentence slows the current of the thoughts that pull at me. A chapter for the rain, a place where weary hearts can stay. Let the words become a harbor till the storms all drift away. A chapter for the rain, for the memories that still remain. Every page a quiet promise, every line a healing flame. The coffee's growing colder, but the room is filled with light from the stories gently glowing through the middle of the night. I don't need all the answers, I don't need to understand. Sometimes peace arrives unnoticed, like a book held in your hand. chapter for the rain, a place where weary hearts can stay. Let the words become a harbor till the storms all drift away, and the rain keeps falling softly like a song I used to know, while the pages keep on turning and teach my restless soul to slow. The night unfolds in slow motion through the curtains by the chair, and a weathered book is waiting like it knew that I'd be there. Outside the world keeps turning with its worries and demands, but inside these quiet pages, everything feels close at hand. Beneath the amber glow, I can finally set things down. Let the stories hold the pieces that I carried all around. Beneath the amber glow, every chapter breathes and sways like a river moving gently through the silence of the day. There's a bookmark in the middle, like a promise left in place. Every line becomes a window, every word a little grace. Maybe healing isn't sudden, maybe peace arrives this way. Through 1,000 quiet moments that we almost throw away. Beneath the amber glow, I can finally set things down. Let the stories hold the pieces that I carried all around. And the There's a box beneath the staircase, filled with words I never showed. Every page a little footprint on a long forgotten road. I wrote about the summer evenings when the world felt wide and free, when your smile could turn the silence into something I could keep. Some stories stay unfinished, yet they never truly end. These are letters never sent, still traveling through my memory. Across the years we spent, like leaves carried by the breeze. Though the ink has slowly faded and the paper shows its age, your name still lives between the lines of every empty page. The old cafe beside the corner now belongs to someone new, but the window by the sidewalk still reminds me of you. The seasons change the decorations, and the songs no longer play, yet 1,000 little moments refuse to fade away. What we leave behind sometimes learns its own way home. These are letters never sent, still traveling through my memory. Across the years we spent, like leaves carried by the breeze. Though the ink has slowly faded and the paper shows its age, your name still lives between the lines of every empty page. Maybe every unsaid feeling finds a place among the stars. Maybe every broken promise leaves a light inside the dark. And if someday you should wonder what became of yesterday, you'll find my heart still speaking in the words I could not say. These are letters never sent, floating through the quiet night, carrying pieces of a love that time could never hide. And though the chapter closed behind us, the story still remains, written softly in the margins where your memory stays. Letters never sent, still finding their way. On the quiet shelf beside me lives 1,000 distant roads. Every cover hides a refuge from the weight of heavy loads. The clock forgets to hurry as the evening settles low, and the worries of the daylight lose the places they can go. On the quiet shelf of stories, I can leave the world behind. Let the pages hold the sorrow, while the music clears my mind. On the quiet shelf of stories, every chapter lights a spark, like a lantern in the distance, guiding me through fading dark. Burning slow, there's a comfort in the stillness only midnight seems to know. Somewhere deep between the sentences, there's a lesson wrapped in grace, that the heart does not need answers, just a little time and space. On the quiet shelf of stories, I can leave the world behind. Let the pages hold the sorrow, while the music clears my mind. When the morning finds the window and the stars begin to fade, I will carry all this calmness, like a memory that stayed. a shadow by the water, drifting where the willow bends. Every ripple held a memory, like a story with no end. The evening painted silver colors across the quiet fading sky, and every light upon the river looked like tears that learned to fly. Though the distance grows between us, some things never wash away. Where the river keeps your name, I still hear your laughter calling through the rain. Every current carries pieces of the dreams we used to claim, and I return to that shoreline where the river keeps your name. The old pier stands against the seasons, weathered by the wind and time, yet it guards the silent promises you once placed inside of mine. The moon reflects 1,000 fragments scattered gently on the tide, and for a moment in the darkness it feels like you're still by my side. Though the years have changed the landscape, some echoes never fade away. Where the river keeps your name, I still hear your laughter calling through the rain. Every current carries pieces of the dreams we used to claim, and I return to that shoreline where the river keeps your name. Maybe love becomes a harbor after every ship has gone. Maybe hearts continue singing long after the song moves on. Where the river keeps your name, every star above reminds me why I stayed. All the moments we were given still illuminate the frame, and forever I will wander where the river keeps your name. The river keeps your